Max Dollars. Get serious.
Detectives always looking and investigators are asking about the guns that be blasting and gangsters keep on blasting. The prices keep on rising, dealers keep on selling it, G's keep on pushing it, snitches keep on.
Alright, this another episode of Strong United Voices. This your boy D.
And Miss Lovely. And today we have a guest on here that we call the OG. And we got Nubian back in the building. So the first thing we want to do is always give a shout out to our sponsor, B Great Clothing. Shout out to the Drink Champs. Again, we are now 2 days to the cipher, y'all. So we are ready to turn up. We are ready starting to party and celebrate. To this day, it will be Cypher City Volume 2. Make sure you tap in. Saturday at 5 o'clock. We got some special things going on for that day. We got a new segment added on to the cipher. So you might want to pay attention to this. Another thing again, this is the third day I'm saying. Guests, artists, guests. Do not come up here with an entourage. You're not getting in. Again, be here by 4:15. Your picture get taken and your temperature get taken. And then you can go chill out for a minute till it's time to go on. All right, so we are ready to tune in into Hon Solo. We got in the building.
Come on.
What's up, y'all?
Okay, all right. So we
go.
want to get into your background. I don't need a long background. We don't got to go into specifics, but we just saying when you started with this rap thing.
I found rap with my cellmate. His name was Cedric Lyons.
Okay.
And we were so bored because we were like on crackdown. Crackdown meaning that they took us off level. We couldn't be in the day rooms. We were just like on 8 cells.
Gotcha.
So we got so bored that he was sitting in there. He could beatbox really good, Cedric. And I was like, man, I said, we got to do something, man. He said, man, shit, I just be messing with this music. I said, where, Sam, what you know? He said, in my mind. I said, I just think about the old jams. We had no radios on Crackdown. No headsets no more, nothing. Just a cell. So we had these blue mattresses, and when you bang on it, it would make the whole cell kind of like get some bass. When you clap, you open your hand like this on the wall, you can get like a snare. So we did a song called Sounds of Ice-Hole because we would tell ourselves, man, we could hear so much in the silence. When it would get so silent, you come in tune with your thoughts, your hatred. You get to thinking about what put you there. And then meanwhile, you think about what you're going to do when you come home. So I said, man, I'm going to rap. When you're younger, you really had them ambitions to have a better cause, the rap industry. In the 80s and in the 90s, I have an 88 number.
Okay.
So to actually evolve and get locked up in the origin of hip hop, you really embrace it because that looked like the only way out for a black man was to become a rapper.
Right.
In the late 80s and the early 90s, we didn't have all these modernized situations and different trades and different ways of doing things.
Right.
You could say, yeah, we could have, but if it was like that, we'd all be super successful right now if we had all those different ways of doing stuff. So music was really, music and a basketball for I was about to call myself something, for a brother like me, was the only things I saw, only avenues I saw.
Right.
So it started by being locked up. That was our only way of ventilating.
How many years ago was that?
Oh man, that was 1988.
Oh, okay.
He the OG.
Okay, well that's OG. That's
that was
for sure.
1988.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all was hitting the beats off the chest and all that.
Yes.
Come on. You brought it back to the beat in the chest.
Being real, like
Come on. Yeah, I already know.
Yeah, anything we could do. Beatboxing in the corner just to get the echo effect.
Yeah.
Man, hitting on your mattress rolled up to get the bass.
I got that right here. Knuckles on the wall.
Man, anything you can do to try to get free real quick. Because hip hop and the music period, keeping it real, is the black man's megaphone. This is the way you get that inner beast out. This is the way you actually can how can I say it, man? Because I'm not really good with it.
It's okay, say it. We do what we want to do on here.
It keeps you from killing them all.
Yeah, basically.
It keeps you from going crazy. It keeps you from like bottling everything up.
Right.
So actually snapping. Like when I grab the mic and I can get dark, man, it helps me continue to be positive.
Right.
Even now to this day.
Right. You feel better after.
I feel better after I get some shit off my, I can't act on it because they didn't already show me what happens when you act on it. You know what I mean? They just sealed my record. This was on September 20th this year from a 92 conviction.
Damn.
You know, but violence is different than drugs. It's 10 years on drugs.
Right.
Anytime you show an act of violence, you're gonna do that 25 years, even if you're in the world.
Right.
You know, so I'm just now working.
Okay.
I'm just now getting jobs and businesses.
Okay.
You know, so
Okay. Well, hey, everything works out.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And so now, when you said I read on here on the bio, and it was saying you were doing like ciphers in the Juneteenth.
Yes.
Now, one person I want to ask you about, and I got the names down here. I got Prince Chill,
Yeah.
Tone and Rush,
Yeah.
and Cut Fresh Crew.
Yeah.
Now, who I want to ask you about is Prince Chill. Is he blind?
Yeah.
I knew
He
him.
ran the Langston Hughes, and as long as we ain't mess up nothing, and as long as we cleaned up, man, he had a dude that would walk him around.
Yeah, they used to call him Cool.
Yeah.
Cause I remember from Lane Mike.
He had the keys to Langston Hughes.
Yeah.
And he would let me host breakdancing parties.
Get out.
For real though.
Okay.
The Fruit Belt, like different parts of Buffalo would all come there, man. It wasn't really too many fights. It was sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, but long as I cleaned up and everything after, man, he could just let us do whatever. And I'm gonna be honest with you, those are the best days.
Yes.
Breaking, the beats,
right,
and grabbing the mic, and everybody just getting off. We even had dudes that was garbage that was cold killers though.
Right. But that was an outlet for him.
That's how I knew.
Outlet.
That's how I knew.
Well, that's what we're trying to do now with all the things that's going on in the city of Buffalo, trying to bring that type of good energy back in.
Yeah.
If we can capture them. But whoever gravitate to it is who we take it. Now, back then, what was you rapping, far as was it freestyling or was y'all like ciphering to beats or whatever?
You know, rest in peace to Ellery Griffin. That was he was the DJ for the Cut Fresh Crew.
Okay.
And Tone got saved, and he actually put his turntables down, and Bass was actually the one that choreographed everything. But we started off in a house, and we were on the west side with the house because we did our dirt on the east side. So we felt like our equipment and everything was safe over there. You know, we were almost right across the street, almost around the corner from like Slice, Malek, Torture, all them. So there was a lot of people then in the early 90s and late 80s that really were about music. And we were writing some songs, but mainly we loved when the beat came on.
So any beat, or did y'all make your own beats?
We felt as artists we would make our own beats because we had I forgot what it was called, man. It was a black joint, and the first one we could tap on, and it was so funky. But some people were really crafted in that back then, and Bass was crafted. He could make beats, and while he would just be hitting on it, you know, we would just go off it, and sometimes we would challenge ourselves. Any beat,
right?
Don't dismiss nothing.
Right.
Find that. Right. A real artist should be able to find that, you know. So
I feel like it shouldn't matter. Like it's just about you finding your flow and your style for that. But it shouldn't matter when you rapping. You know, when you just put a beat on, you just go.
Well, we did that, yo.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's what I'm saying. When you come from that,
10 years
it's
ago.
not nothing about nothing. Like now,
we didn't dismiss no beats. He was like, "Bring it to me." When you came home, he was like, "Bring it to me."
Man, let's get it done, man. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word.
Yo, for the record and all the listeners, I just want to tell you I'm proud of you, man. Word, though.
Shout out to Be Great,
Word,
SUV Pie, man.
Word, though. I need some of that for
Great people, great energy,
love
man.
is love, love is
Tune
love.
in.
You know that.
Tune in. Don't try to jump the bandwagon later when they pop, man.
Right.
Tune in.
You know that's gonna happen.
Okay, so what motivates you to make music? Are you still into the music industry, or
You know, I gotta be totally honest with you. You know, I still have a tendency to drift back into old ways. You know, I love money a lot, and I've got some people around me that pull me out because I haven't touched a microphone in 10 years. You know, I focused on. They told me I couldn't do security because of my felony convictions. They told me I could never have a gun because of my felony convictions. And every job that I had, once they actually seen my record or my background come, they canceled me and let me go. So it would throw me back into the game. And when things got a little funny out here as far as the way things are not the same, it kind of like pushed me into a negative area. And Nubian came by. I'm being honest with you. Nubian came by and was like, "Yo, what's up with your rapping and all that?" I said, "I'll be writing stuff, man." I said, "But I really don't, I really don't want to say the things that are on my mind because I know both sides of the fence. So for me to come out with any substance might rupture the ears of some people with me being on both sides of the fence. Some people can't do that, you know. And she inspired me to actually talk about how I felt this cold thing and everything else. So the last thing that I did, you know, I just kind of like went off my feelings and not off my rhyme. And I feel like I have substance to add now because damn near being half a century and watching the world modernize itself, watching the changes that we went through, seeing how we're still lost with the same illusions as a race. We're still lost with the same materialistic illusions. That why not come and give some substance? And I see a lot of like repetitive rhyme about the drugs, the gold, the chains. We all know that. Some of us have mastered the cocaine game. Some of us have also mastered the prison game. So we're not going to keep glorifying.
Right.
I just want to be a
And that's
different
the
artist.
bad too.
I don't
And
want to
that's
be
the
an
bad.
artist to keep putting a
Right.
bag in your face.
Right. Right.
I want to put some knowledge in your head instead of putting my bag in your face.
And we need to educate a lot of young black brothers.
Because that's who's going to carry it on.
That's it.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what, you know, are certain things that we miss as us coming from the hood or whatever you want to, streets, whatever you want to call it. We don't have enough of that. We always got the negative, the bad, go do that, go robbing it, go lay 'em down, go.
That's
We
easy.
know that's
But being normal is hard. Being productive, walking away from that is the hard
Right.
part.
Yeah.
Not caring about what everybody got to say about you is the hard part.
Period.
But as long as you stay in the same trend with a bunch of people that's still lost, well, you're the number one winner. But as soon as you don't care about what everybody else feels, and you straighten up your life, come on. And I'm still working on me.
Yeah.
I can't even sit here in front of y'all and act like I'm an angel. I'm still around. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
we
saying?
talk about. Keep it real.
Yeah.
I'm still around. Like, motherfucker know they can still call Hon Solo, like, what's up? And I'll be like, give me 10 minutes.
Hey, right.
So, but I'm transitioning.
Right.
I'm
Security.
transitioning.
Security.
Yeah, you can still call me and I'll be there in a few minutes, though.
Right.
We about to get him for security.
You can. You can. No, but nobody actually opened my eyes up to say, go ahead and rap
So you'll be
again.
motivated.
Go and get some music, work on your craft, work on some beats, purchase some beats, spread love. And I thought about it. She left the first night, and I looked at my son. I said, "Yo," I said, "I think Lou trying to fuck with me." And I got other people that knock on my doors. But I just, yo, for real. Like I'm saying, it's like right on the radio. I got people that knock on my doors and be like, "Yo, we doing our thing right now." I'm gonna keep it real with you. I always love to roll with the underdog. I always like to roll with the niggas that roll with me. See, me and Noob got history. And the difference is that we never had bad history. And we always gave each other mutual respect.
That's what it's about.
So I just look at, I'd rather roll with real than roll with the rush.
Come on now. Say it twice. Nubian.
And that's a fact, man. That comes with, especially with this business that we're in with the industry. It's hard to run across some type of people. So, you know, when you meet them, it's like,
Real
okay,
recognize real,
you know
period.
that, man. You hold on to that.
Period.
And you cherish those type of people. You know what I mean? Like,
I love
and
y'all.
vice
Thank
versa,
y'all.
because you know, like, yo, of the person who it is. You know, like, man, no, man, because I'm gonna get that energy back. You know, that's who I am. That's why it's like a spiritual connection. Something we don't even know. Like, it just, man, off the muscle, boom. Like, no, I just know this feel right here. You know what I mean? And you don't get that from a lot of people at all, especially nowadays.
I'm gonna say this again because we're on the radio.
He's so happy to see Golly. He is so
I'm
happy.
proud.
Yo,
I'm proud. Yo, I'm proud as hell of you.
Just for the record, I brought Han Solo to get interviewed by SUV Pod, and he already knew Gully D.
Yeah.
He
And they
already
is so
knew.
happy.
Yeah, that's so sweet there, man. That's my boy.
No, I don't even smile. I don't even smile.
But he happy.
You just shifted his energy, man. That's love.
But I'm
man.
saying,
That's
I'm
love.
sitting amongst a comrade right now. On some positive shit. I'm sitting with a comrade.
They don't know. They don't know Gully.
Yeah.
Now somebody up here telling you
Yeah.
about Gully.
I know Gully.
Come on.
No,
Yeah,
people that
that's what
come
he's
here,
saying.
they
Like, you
he's
know,
sweet and
they
humble.
don't know.
Shit.
They don't understand.
They don't
You know,
Yeah.
but he has changed. He
Yeah,
has
no
changed
doubt.
a lot.
Yeah.
But don't get nothing twisted.
Nah.
That's what it is.
Don't get nothing
Man, it's the
twisted.
difference between the business and then other things. You know what I
Right.
mean? So we're trying to focus on capitalizing and being
Positive.
successful off the
Period.
business now.
We
Right.
trying
We
to
know
get
that
these
other
millions,
way.
man.
Right.
We know that other way.
Like
Now that's
Simon
figure out the
said,
million
that's
here.
easy.
That's easy.
That's
You know
the
what I
easy
mean?
part.
The hard part is
Especially
walking
for-
away, like you said, and
Oh,
just
man.
man
What
working on
kind of
yourself.
digging the hat?
Word. What was that?
Go get your Be Great clothing, man.
I'm definitely about to do a little shopping with you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I like some shit that says be great. 'Cause I feel like I'm great.
Absolutely. You
supposed
supposed
to.
It's
to.
about
You
feel
supposed
like
to.
I'm great. That's why I understand it's not for
This is
everybody.
gonna
Like
be
you
a
got a
podcast
professional
with them too. I'm
grinder.
just gonna
Like
let them
you can tell.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yo,
Everybody
yo,
ain't grinding.
for the
Everybody ain't a
For the
professional.
radio,
So it's not for
I
everybody.
made my choice.
Yeah, word, man.
That's why I don't wear shit just to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's that. It's
I
not for
represent the
everybody.
dark side of the grind, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear that though.
Whatever day you feel is what you wear.
You gotta say it. You gotta say it.
Some days you want to be great.
Come
Well,
on.
shit, fucking we great and we grind at
That's
the same
right.
Well, I grind great.
Come on, oh, there you go. They go to collab right there.
Well, I
They go
grind
to
great.
collab right
Y'all
there.
might want to smash.
That's what I was just
together.
saying. You might want to collab
And
right
grind
Oh,
there.
yeah, we're
great.
going to have to do some Be Great professional
Yes.
grinder.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You feel me?
Absolutely.
This is a situation every
Everybody
time.
talk about it, but I know this one gonna make it happen. So we know this is a grinder right here. But I don't want to get off subject because I know this is gonna be a long process.
Reunion,
with these
all
two
that.
reunion.
Yeah.
So let me try to get out my questions and then we can go from there. So okay, so what is your ultimate goal for the next 5 years?
5 years?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 5, or if you want to go 2.
Yo, I'm gonna
You
tell
see
you.
something?
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Mhm.
I want to open a restaurant for my son,
Okay.
and our slogan is gonna be no strings.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He cooked for me ever since I had nerve damage, ever since I had issues.
What was it, the name again? I'm sorry.
No
Open.
strings.
Oh no, I said open.
Because
Restaurant.
every time we do something for somebody, it's
Mhm.
either powered by the money
Mhm.
or it's powered by something we want down the road, and it's got strings to it.
Okay.
So like when we cook for each other and we look out for each other, you know,
Is
like,
this the son you got here now?
yeah, that's my son right
Okay.
Yo,
Damon.
say what up to the
What's
line.
up? What's up? What's up, everybody?
Okay. So y'all cook? I mean, so
there.
y'all
Yeah,
throw it
we
out.
consider ourselves.
Cooks.
Real
Yeah,
shit.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
And since we're on the radio, I'm gonna throw a shout out to Ghetto Boo from Main Street
Mhm.
because he's a real chef.
Hey,
And
you talking about the store?
oh man, listen,
Because
Hold on, my man
yo,
next
Ghetto a real chef.
With the dread, I mean with the braids.
Man, Ghetto Boo, the professor. He's a real chef. And when we did our first bid together, man, we came home and at Alex's house, he put on the hat and everything, and he really was chefing some shit up. And we said, for real, like we chefs, and when you ain't got nothing but a candle.
Come on now.
Talk that talk.
This is the bush people.
So I'm being
Survival.
I'm being serious, man. You ain't got nothing.
Survival.
If anybody done shook them garbage bags, like I done shook them garbage bags with Najee and Jimmy Ice, man, and Bernard King, and I done shook them garbage bags with them. You know what I'm saying? I done shook the garbage bags, and we done cooked off candles and shit. So I just look at it like with us being free and having all these different herbs and
Ingredients.
seasons.
Come on now.
I'm geeked off it.
Yeah.
I'm geeked off it. My
Well, we're
son,
gonna have to put
yo,
y'all
I'm
to the
geeked off
challenge.
it.
We're gonna have
Yes.
to put y'all to
We
the
are
challenge.
chefs.
You know, so
We
we're
are
gonna have
ghetto
to, no, we're
chefs.
gonna have to
You know,
add
we're
up
gonna
to, you know, fix up for the
Y'all don't
cipher.
come up here no more without no food.
Yeah, we're gonna have a chef for the
Yeah.
cipher.
Cause now where my food at?
Yo, it's some people out here, man. It's some boys out here that really can cook for real, man. Like, what's dude offered you a job on Genesee? Today he offered you a job over there to cook in his restaurant.
Shout out
Myron.
to the viewers, man.
Which is,
Shout out to the
not
viewers.
Rick's,
for
but
tuning in.
Genesee.
Oh, his
Viewers,
name's
man.
Montreal.
Myron.
What was his name?
Myron.
He just opened up a restaurant on Genesee.
And what?
It's 1,400 block, 1,300 block.
I mean, like, give me something that's near.
I don't know if
It's black owned.
It's black on.
Because I know it's
that's
a new
why.
one
That's why.
there. Yeah, I
today
know.
he just came at me wanting to talk to my son about
Oh,
doing some stuff.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
son is really like the truth.
Okay, Chef
Okay.
So
Boyardee.
when you say 5 years,
Okay,
when you
Chef
say 5
Boyardee.
years,
Okay.
Where my
So
goddamn
that's where
plate
we
at?
I'm pushing. I'm putting all my. I'm trying to leave him a milestone with the security,
Okay.
with the school.
Okay.
'Cause I have a school and a printing company and a security company.
Okay.
I have a school, all state,
Let
licensed.
them know. Let them
Shut
know.
your face.
Let them know
Yeah.
what you do, Jay.
Yeah, my school is licensed by the state.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They just closed my record. I've been had the qualifications, but
But you
because
don't
of,
get things.
because of my record,
Right.
everything was in limbo.
Right.
I have a pistol permit.
Let's go. Let's go.
So when all y'all brothers be thinking because you got
Cypress
felonies,
City.
because you got
think you-
felonies
Yeah,
that it
that's it.
means no,
Yeah. No.
because it means no, I got a felony. I've been to prison. I can't have a gun. I have a pistol permit.
Mhm.
I have 5 pistol permits. They denied me 17 times. You gotta have
Come
it
on.
in you to not respect
Don't
no.
stop.
You gotta have it in you to not
Don't
respect
stop.
no.
Keep going.
When they say no, oh no, you'll
Keep
never,
going.
you'll never, you'll never, you'll never. You keep use that negative energy as reasons to keep pushing.
Won't
You
say
know
no
what I mean?
for an answer.
You don't listen to no because
Won't
you're
say-
eligible.
We rise and grind to the occasion.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk to you because I want you to help me get one.
I got you.
You can go right to him.
You can go right to him. My next class is January 22nd.
Oh, you got the shit?
My
He
next
got the
class.
class.
My
Oh,
next
I
class.
know that's what he was
Like,
saying.
January
I thought you were
22nd.
talking about the school to
He got the
learn.
class. You get secure. Man, come on.
My next class is January 22nd.
Tell him on the live.
21.
Tell him if they want.
2180 Elmwood. If you want to actually have a hammer, it's 2180
Let's go.
Elmwood. If you have felony convictions, I can help you. No one helped me, so I went through it.
And so he knows
I
the
spent more than
process.
$30,000 just to get my life back.
Ooh.
And I just got it back.
Come on.
And we about
And
to
you ain't letting it
roll
go.
up, baby.
Oh yeah, you know it's
Come on.
up from here.
It's nothing but up from here.
That's
Whatever,
all.
5
See,
years,
we see how God
go with my
works.
son.
He
Come
brings
on.
in
People on
the
here.
good news. I hope y'all paying
Are
attention.
y'all listening?
We had a young boy up here, 14 years old,
Turned
rapping.
15 today.
Turned
Today's
15
birthday.
today. Happy birthday,
birthday.
bud.
Happy birthday.
And now we got an OG that got
Come
things
on.
that's going on that can teach you, can help you felons that you think you lost.
You're
You
not.
got to get with the right people
You're not
that's
lost.
doing positive things that can show you they out here. One is right here, right now for you. So reach out, hit Newbie. You can respond to us, and we'll get you connected to
Yeah.
him. But he might got some social media information for you. I
I'm
don't
gonna keep
know.
it real, man. You know, Noob handles like.
Oh, yeah, right, I forgot that.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
Newbie's
yeah,
the manager.
yeah, Newbie's
I forgot.
Yeah, Newbie
He
is
got,
my
don't he got a
manager.
little?
Dude, man.
He
Yo,
got
yo.
She already busy. Damn.
That's what I was just saying too, though.
That's what he did to me when I first met. Yeah, just tell my manager everything. I said, who's your manager? He said, Newbie. I said,
Yeah.
Newbie.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's when you got a lot going on. It's hard to, as
Yeah.
an artist,
Make
to
art,
be
make
focused on
any of that.
Man, I'm telling you, man. So it's just like when you're doing different things, putting on different hats. That's cool, but being tapped in with that music and locked in that zone to continuously do it, it's different.
I
You
gotta
might
flip
need
this thing
that.
around. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, Belly.
Okay.
Because it's been a decade. No,
He
for
said,
real.
wait a minute.
No, for real.
Wait a
I
minute
need
now.
to know something because
I want one more. Let me get one
Okay,
more out you.
I'm
and then
ready
done.
for you,
No,
brother.
well, we know this gonna go on after the camera, so I don't know why we can't get through here.
okay, you
Okay,
got it.
because this is gonna
I'm
go
gonna
on.
be here. I'm gonna
He's
be
gonna be
here.
here.
I'm
He's
gonna
gonna
be here. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here now.
Okay, then we got one more thing for you. If you can make, well, shit, I don't even need to
No, come
ask
on,
this, but I'm
come
gonna
on.
ask it anyway because you just went through it. But if you can make changes in life, what will be the difference? How would you make it a difference?
Changes
if you
in
can make
life
some changes.
For myself or
Yes.
for everyone?
I want to hear you. If you got any that you would like, wish you could go back and change. Do you have that? And do what can you do to change? You know, this history now.
If I could go back, man, I wish I'd have never clapped JT.
Okay, I don't know what that. But okay.
Well, damn.
Just straight raw, but I asked and asked.
You asked
Okay,
me.
so that's that. Okay, we'll just put that. Now we'll go on to the world.
You know,
We'll go to the world now. If you can make some changes, let me do this here.
Thank you.
If you can make some changes in Buffalo, your home, what change do you think you can make a difference?
I would like for the top-notch decision makers to stop putting unqualified people
In position.
in position
Come
with them pencils.
Come on.
And actually, like, I'm gonna tell you why, because not the first, but the second time when I got out of jail, I sat across from someone that couldn't relate to me, that was telling me how I needed to live, how I needed to be, what time I needed to be in the house. And I feel like if you can sit across the table from someone that can smell some of themselves on you, you can't tell somebody something and you ain't never been there.
Come on.
You can't tell somebody how to fix their life if you've never been fucked up in this shit. You can't tell somebody what not to do if you're from Superman's neighborhood and I'm from Sycamore and Lathrop. How you gonna tell me how to move?
Yeah, that's different.
And relate to anything.
And relate
that you
to
do.
anything I'm saying. You're nothing but an oppressor to me.
Yeah, you
So they
can't
need to
tell
start
somebody.
putting some of us in a position.
So okay, well I'm glad you brought that up because as you've seen, I don't know if you, I don't know if you've seen, but we had the elect mayor up here on Christmas Eve. She's a female,
Come on.
first black female
Come
runner,
on.
so we pushing for her.
Come on.
India Walton,
Okay.
and when I'm saying she's strictly about getting that east side,
Yeah.
she on it.
Yeah.
So we want to make change.
Shout out to her.
India
shout out to
Walton,
her. There was
y'all.
certain things she
The
tapped
elect
on
mayor
and
in
knew,
Buffalo.
like he said, you can't tell somebody how to survive in the jungle.
She from
you
the
ain't
food
never
belt.
been next to the animals.
Better say it.
You ain't never lived next to them. You ain't. So how you gonna tell me how to survive, and especially when it get dark?
Mm.
Come
When
on,
it get
come
dark
on.
in the jungle,
You
you
heard what
can't
he
say
said,
you
though.
ain't never been in that jungle.
Mm-hmm.
So how you know? You ain't never even been next to the animals. There's
Come on.
wolves, all type of bears, all
Come
in
on, you ain't
snakes.
never been bit by an animal.
Yeah, you ain't never been near
You
them.
never
So
been
how
there.
could you? You can't even tell us how they move, how they think, how they nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So you know it's different when you can relate to somebody and they can give you a little game or give you some lessons and jewels on how to get to where they at or how to come up out of there, man. Just give me something, man. Help me. Feel me?
Oh,
And somebody
shit.
can't help you if they ain't never been down that road.
And that's
You know
what
what
they,
I'm
but that's
saying?
what they make us do. They make us sit across the table
Mm-hmm.
from someone that you know,
Yeah.
you don't think, you know that they can't relate to you at all.
Not
And-
when they from the canal
So-
side
but this
and I'm
don't-
from
there
the
you
east
go.
side.
Now, what would happen if you got somebody from the block with somebody from the block that's been on the block, that ran the block, that you know fed the block,
Mm.
and then now he sits across from you and says, "Yo, that ain't what time it is, man. We got to stop. The world's changed. They got somewhere for you.
Mm.
I've been there.
Yeah.
When a motherfucker know you've been there,
Mm-hmm.
It's different.
when you can speak to the bitter person that says, "Yo, I got clapped before, and this, that, and the third," and you can look him in his fucking soul and say, "Yo, me too, man. 10 months.
Right.
Potassium diet. I'm
Mm-hmm.
6'5". I weigh $130 fucking 6.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 10 months to get back and walk again.
Mhm.
I get it.
Mhm.
I have revenge in my heart for a long time. Yo, I get it. That's different. Yo, man, I got drug sales. I can't get a job nowhere. And yo, I was mopping floors for 6 years,
Mm.
cleaning these motherfuckers' bathrooms and everything. I get it. Man, I was gonna pay my what you mean? My PO was all up in my building, flipping I couldn't even get money.
Mm.
I get it. It's different when you can look a motherfucker and say, I get it.
Right.
But when you can sit in your high horse and be like, listen, you need to,
Yeah.
you need to, yo, come
fingers
on,
and-
man,
Right.
you pointing fingers.
Right.
And they
That's
can't
not
relate
cool.
to you. That's where the violations come from.
Right. Right.
That's why they violate and they go back and do their time. Because I remember I told my PO, her name Kimberly Scott.
Mhm.
She'll tell you straight up. We friends to this day.
Mhm.
I told her how much time I'm gonna get if I knock everything off your desk. Because I was tired of talking to people.
Right.
Because I felt like I was sitting in here with oppressors.
You're not You're not helping. You're
They
not
need
helping.
they need to
You're
have
not help- So you
some
saying
of
you
us.
want? So you saying in the legal system? Let's just so the viewers can understand. When you saying sitting across that table, you talking about legal
Yeah,
wise.
yeah,
Okay, so the oppressors is dealing with like the public defenders.
yeah.
Some attorneys too. You got some attorneys that's fighting for you,
Yeah,
really,
some.
and then that's not just
Some.
about your money.
Once they're made.
Yes.
Once they're made.
Yes, I got
Once
that.
they're made. Shout out to Alan Goldstein.
God, yeah.
Shout out to Alan. I gave you a lot of money, but I
You
don't
know
regret
what?
none of it, B.
Yeah, and that he is
Shout
a
out to
lawyer.
Alan
He is a lawyer.
Goldstein,
But you know
man.
what? We've been looking for our lawyer, Mr. DeBozen. I don't know
Kyle
where you
DeBozen.
at, Kyle DeBozen. But
Mhm.
reach out to us because that was a good attorney for it. You know, he was for his people. You know what I mean?
I rock
So,
with Goldstein,
yeah.
man.
But no, I fucked with
I
Goldstein
rock
before,
with
too.
him. I cold
Yeah.
rock with him.
Yeah.
Then you
Oh,
got a brother
you
or
tied
something?
in.
He ain't him.
That Goldstein.
He ain't
that,
never gonna be him.
I'm just saying, I heard of that name.
You know, I'm gonna keep it funky
Yeah,
with you.
no,
He
that's-
ain't him.
Okay.
He ain't him.
Okay.
So you want lime?
What up, Ice?
Lime
What up,
Goldstein.
Mo?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, lime Goldstein. Okay.
I'm
And
not
now
gonna-
let me get
what
right
up,
to
what
your
up?
song too. So
Right.
confession.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Confession.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Tell us about it. Because I mean, you seem
Give-
like
give
you
it
was
to him,
spitting some
Gunny.
bars.
Yeah, I
You
mean, because
spit-
I want to talk about it too.
I'm gonna keep it real with you on confessions. I went back to me and Jermaine Eubanks.
Okay.
Hold
Yeah.
on. First of all, let's shout out Max Dollars, the producer. and
Max
that.
You better
Dollars.
say
I
it.
keep
Shout out
hearing
to
that
Max
name.
Dollars.
Max is
Yeah.
a talented young man.
Max
Max
Dollars.
Dollars.
Shout out to
His name,
DC.
I gotta
Yeah,
say
but we
it,
done
so-
heard of him. We ain't met
He
him yet.
produced Savage. He
Yeah.
produced.
But we
Yeah.
ain't met him yet.
Yeah.
Max
met him
Talk.
yet.
Max
Shout out
Talk.
to Max Dollars,
Max
man.
Talk.
We got to bring Max Dollars to Buffalo.
Yeah, Max
Oh, he's
Talk.
not
Yeah,
here.
we heard-
He's from
that's
DC.
why.
Yo, but-
Oh,
We
okay.
heard about him a couple
Okay.
times.
He
Newbie
networks
did
with
tell us
him.
about it.
Well, let me rephrase it. Noob networks with him for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he's really feasible. He didn't want a lot of money,
Yeah.
so I threw a few $100s out. I handed it right to Noob because I trust her with whatever.
Right.
And she made it all happen, and she
Right.
made the move. She was like, "No, you need to." I said, "Man, you got money."
I said you need to fuck with Max Dollars.
Yeah.
Shout out
I
to
said,
Max
you do that.
Dollars.
Right.
So
He
next thing you
produced
know,
most of the beats on my
he
album, The
gave me
Nigga Truth,
a
y'all.
real nice variety to choose from.
Oh,
Nice
okay.
package.
Because
Nice package.
I have a certain appetite
Right.
for beats,
Okay.
and it's got to choreograph with how I feel and what I want to say.
Mhm.
And I really feel like he fulfilled the need. And from there, man, we just moved forward. But Confessions was really about an old situation where I freed my crew. My crew is still my crew.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Me and Jermaine Eubanks, we got
That's what I
knocked.
was getting at.
That's my man Eubanks. And we got knocked. And I took that because Pew needed to move forward. He took care of his mom. We still friends to this day. That's why I can just come out. There's no filter.
Right.
We boys. And we've lived long enough to not be afraid. And we've lived long enough to not give a fuck. So it's a little different from the jitterbug that don't know the system. We've lived.
Call it out, jitterbug.
That's the
My
OG
mother,
song.
that's what my
Jitterbug.
mother used to say.
Jitterbug.
Jitterbugs out here.
And that's what Confessions was about because they kept going back and forth trying to turn us against each other. And then I just went ahead and said, yo, that's me, man.
Y'all didn't hear the song Confessions yet by Hon
Yeah, we heard it.
Solo. We're dropping that this
Gotcha.
week, end of this week, so just stay tuned to that. Produced by
Is that
Mac
wait a
Dollars.
minute, let me go here too. Now, is that the project that's coming? Is that
No,
a
no,
project for
no. He
2020?
got a
No,
project.
the project is called Training Day.
Oh shit!
Because
I could imagine that
Yeah,
one.
the project is called Training Day because I feel like I learned both sides of the fence. And I do a lot of security, and I'm in law enforcement now. A lot of people, when they transition.
You in law enforcement?
Yeah, I've been in law. I'm a captain. And I've
Oh,
been,
yo, where is this, honey?
Yeah, that's a fact. I've been a captain with the Buffalo Special Police for 8 years.
Shut your face.
I train all the security officers, peace officers, all that. And I opened a school for it.
Hey,
But
wait, let me just do something here right here, because this is blowing my mind.
As a felon.
That's what I wanted to bring.
As a felon.
And we talking about they released you from 1992?
Yeah, it was the conviction was from 1992 and also in 2009 for drugs, but the 92 had violence. So they waited all the way till 2020 to actually say, okay, we'll let you live because I got 1 foot in the grave. So they said, I'm not really a threat. But see, what happened was they preserved me 13 out of my whole life. So that's why I don't look my age.
Yeah, you sure don't.
That's why I don't feel my age.
That's right.
And that's why my wife loves where I'm at.
Absolutely.
Because I'm preserved.
Right.
But let's get off of the ego and be really real. Like if you really believe in what you hear, you'll just go right back into that. If you believe in what you hear, like I got a felony conviction, I got 2 convictions, I've been to prison, I've been upstate, I got felonies, I'm not eligible. You're not eligible until you show them that you're not taking a no for an answer. And 99% of us come to terms with not having nothing. Well, I don't want to have nothing because nothing gonna send me right back
where you came from
to isolation cells. And I'm not with that. I just feel like I gotta leave a milestone. I'm really like the first black man in Western New York to actually get their gun rights back.
Come on now. Did you hear what he just said? Let's repeat that again one more time.
Usually they do it for non-violent only, but I have violence and I have drugs. I've got a lot of things on there. They said I put beams in people's throats. They said I did a lot of stuff on Sycamore and Lathrop. That's
allegedly.
My clique. Allegedly. That's my clique, though. And I'm just saying, like...
So these life changes that you made, are let me ask you...
My daughter did it.
Okay. Damn, you was already on it.
My daughter did it.
Okay.
Her name is Jada Judea Alexis Lair.
Okay.
And when I had my daughter, which was 10 years ago when my kid's mom got pregnant.
Okay.
When she got pregnant with my daughter and she came home, I'm going to keep it all the way official with you. I worried about what could happen to me when I went outside. So instead of plugging, I said, yo, I went and got a job. My first job was sweeping and mopping floors at a hotel. I didn't see my kids, my son's sitting over there. I got custody of him 16 years ago. He got taken away from me. His name changed and my daughter's. And I went and got him back.
I know that's right.
I'm trying to say that, like, either if we can be raw pulling the trigger, but is you raw enough to get your seeds?
Let's go. Talk that talk, Jay. Talk that talk, because a lot of niggas ain't. Not niggas don't want to have that conversation.
Like for real, like is you raw enough to get your name back?
Come on.
Is you raw enough to take your rights back? Is you raw enough to get your seeds back? Are you raw enough to show your seeds all around the table how to live, how to survive? Show them the game if that's what's all we can do. Because if they take my job away, I'm not going to sit here and lie like I'm not going to do me.
Come on now.
But right now.
But you'll teach them the right way.
Man, you better show them all around the board.
Right
you got to show them if legal is the only way and they provide it, then that's where we going.
No, but I'm saying even is as a hustler,
Yes.
you're still gonna teach your children the right
You better
way.
say it.
That's all I'm saying.
You
We
better
don't
say it.
discriminate towards none because we know where we come from.
That's right.
So if that's what needs to be, you're gonna show them the right way
That's
to
right.
do it. Where you don't be like me. You
Yeah.
don't get caught up like me.
Right.
So that's all I'm saying.
I don't want my kids
Who-
locked
hey,
up.
be great at whatever you do. You just don't
What you
have
say?
to hurt
Hold on,
nobody to
say
get
it again,
it.
say it. Whoa,
Be
whoa.
great at what you do.
Come
You
on.
don't have to hurt nobody to get it.
You better
That's
say
all
it.
I'm saying.
It'll take
Unless
you a
your life
lifetime
is
to fix
threatened.
it. It'll take you a lifetime to fix it.
Well, unless your life is threatened.
It'll take
But,
you a lifetime to fix it. Once you pull that trigger, it'll take you a lifetime. It's 2020.
Say, nowadays it ain't
21.
about
It's 2000. My fault.
Yeah.
I'm so used to
Yeah,
writing that
21
20.
now.
It's 2021. I just got my rights back from a 92 conviction.
Talk that shit. A lot of
I
people
got
don't
one
get
foot in the grave. You hear? I'm half a century old.
So 92
Behind
conviction,
5
and
minutes
it's,
of a wrong
what is
decision.
this, 2020? I mean 2020 you got released.
Come on, 2020. 2020. They
From a
decided to say,
1992
okay.
conviction.
They said, okay, because by paperwork,
Mhm.
they look at it like, well, shit, you know, he damn near, he got one foot in the grave. Not knowing that y'all preserved me. I'm physically fit. My body look good.
Come on.
My girlfriend is 29 years old.
Well, let's get to the point here. How old are you, honey?
Man, I'm 47.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
What you mean? What?
And
How would you feel if you didn't feel what you were? I feel like I'm 23
No,
and
I
I'm
feel,
trapped in
I
this.
feel young too, but we the same age.
You don't look. You don't.
You don't either, so that's what I'm saying.
I thought
we
she
the
was
same
young
age.
and
Let's lit. Yo, we lit up in here.
I thought you was
podcast,
Gully White.
Sean.
Yeah.
Yo,
We
no
lit up here,
disrespect,
y'all.
Gully. Yo, no disrespect, because you know I fuck with you the long way.
Come-
If you say shut the fuck up, I'll be quiet. You heard? 'Cause I fuck with you, fuck with you. Yo, your mom cold, man.
Come
I
on,
thought
Miss
that was
Lovely.
your wife. And I
That's
was
the beautiful
proud of
Miss
you.
Lovely,
And I
y'all.
was happy for you.
The
on
beautiful
the
Miss
road.
Lovely, y'all. Come on.
That's my dude.
He said,
Yeah,
"Mom."
man. And I'm backing off.
Yeah, you know, as far as even what you said, I feel like that was a dope message, man, because the things that we got going on right now in life, that everybody feel like it's a certain type of real, but you know, it's a different type of real what people don't understand and what we being introduced to. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, I just jotted something like that down, you know, far as musically, and I said, you know, nowadays it ain't about who let the steel blend.
Come
Get
on.
some money, raise your kids. That's a real man.
Come on, Gully.
It's just like
Don't be
it's a
teasing me with the bars,
No,
Gully.
Yo, he
I'm
go.
saying-
He
Don't
go
tease me
though.
with those two bars, Gully.
I was about to go there with him next.
Shit,
I was about to
Gully.
go there with him
Only
next.
because you said it, so I had to like
Elaborate.
No,
I
Jay.
just wrote that
Jay.
like a week or two ago.
You need to
so
put
it's
him on one
like-
of these beats you got from Max
Listen,
Dollars. No,
If
seriously.
we wasn't over here, I can pull up old Gully. Fire, foul Gully. Fire, foul. Fire,
And you put that
foul.
fire follow on your shit that's about to be on training day.
Oh, yo.
And we
You
gonna,
got
and
two
we gonna,
shots.
you must then watch the cipher with him too,
You know,
and his battles.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, right?
That's okay. We put you on right here.
Yeah, I'm so caught up with trying to learn.
Yeah.
I'm being real with you.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not super smart scholastically with like computers and
Yeah.
stuff, and I don't want to pay nobody. So it's trial and error with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's trial and error with all this.
It's trial and
Yeah.
error. And I'm trying to figure out how to run these businesses
Mhm.
for myself
Mhm.
because I feel like I have trust issues.
Mhm.
Now it took me
That's
10
all
years
it
to
is.
even. It took me 10 years to even like get my security company. I failed the exam 4 times.
Mhm.
I got my high school diploma at the age of 45.
You got
You
it,
got
dog.
it though.
I'm just being
No,
honest.
we just
You know,
showing
people be
you.
fronting. People be
That's
fronting.
my
I'm
point.
showing you elevation.
Thank you, and that's what we're talking about. That you got an OG telling you, and that's what I like about stuff like that because when we talking, we've been there and done that. So you can't tell us how to get there, and it just showing you
Yeah.
that he ain't sugarcoating.
Nah.
Like he been had this, he been
Nah.
had that. He telling you.
Nah.
So that's what I love about these two stories from yesterday and today is really blowing my mind.
Inspiring. It's
Yeah.
It
testimony.
is. It is.
Yeah.
It is. That young boy got young people. I mean, I got plenty of messages now
Yeah.
from the young boy yesterday. And today, we just showing you that I'm quite sure a lot of people that's been in these positions will be reaching out to us to get to Newbie or to get to you because that's just something that needs to be said. A lot of people are lost. They don't know how to get there.
Nah, nobody's
So
gonna
you
tell
got somebody, and you got somebody
Nobody's
right
gonna
here.
help you. I got a situation. It's called Operation Shift.
Mhm.
It's called Life After Prison.
Mhm.
And my mom helped me put it together. And I didn't want to execute it until I was done with my path.
Right.
I wanted my rights sealed. I wanted my firearm rights back. I wanted my school open. Because people, I'm gonna keep it real with you. People don't rock with you until you do all the footwork. Even on the block. And go, you can relate. Yo, they don't want to rock with you until you put in all of it. Yo, it's sad like that. That we won't unite until we see somebody else put in all the work and kick up all the dust.
Not want to run behind.
Yeah.
And what killed me is the people that want you to drop all the jewels with no work.
Yeah.
No nothing.
Yeah.
Like just give them to
Just
them.
give it to me.
You got it.
But
Just
you work
for me.
But you work for yours. You work for yours, though.
Yeah.
But
and went through hell and stressful and can't sleep at night.
Right.
And nobody sat here and said it's gonna be okay to me.
You know what? That's crazy. We saying this because it's like this is what these type of people is. They want. You could tell them, do you want the $100 million or do you want the $100 million worth of information? A lot of people just give me the money. I don't care about that. Not understanding that I'm gonna keep making this $100 million.
Period.
Yeah.
I only gave you the money.
Making that.
So now, could you teach your kids how to make $100 million?
What's that?
Or is they just gonna be looking for you to give it to them?
Teach me how to fish. You eat forever.
You better say it.
Oh yeah, say you give a man a fish, you eat for a day, and teach a man how to fish, and eat forever.
No,
that's just what it is,
though. Because like,
you know.
I'm ready to eat right now. And if y'all need something, man, we can order whatever. I got it.
Oh, he said,
I'm hungry, Jay. Let's smash it.
We can order whatever. I mean, I'm
ready for it.
We here. Man, we had the SUV podcast, man. We had the SUV podcast, man. Shout out to SUV podcast. Shout out to Be Great Clothing. It's about to be another cypher in 2 days.
Support this shit.
Listen,
see that?
This is not the gully
Saturday.
10 years ago.
Saturday.
I give your mom props for that because you gotta have a strong woman in your backbone, man. My mom's just in my ear.
Right. You know what it is? It's motivation that I get from different things. Mom boosts
This Saturday.
I keep trying this way, and it just not seeming to get me where I want to be. So it's like, all right, let's try to flip this thing. You know what I mean? Ever since then, man, I give all the glory to God. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
That's more. I got more of a relationship and connection with him than I did 10 years ago.
I
You
wish
know what
I
I'm
had
saying?
the picture
So
how we looked at it.
Oh,
Yo, you remember the studio on Niagara? We did
Yeah.
it in Gucci.
Yeah.
We had it all set up,
listen,
and when we was up in there, it was foul.
no, that's a fact.
We was up in there playing,
Man.
and yo, when you came in there, this ain't about me right now. Yo, I'm happy to see you.
Yeah.
I'm
this is
gonna be
genuine.
real with you. I didn't want to come out.
Yeah.
Yo, because I'm so like mean with it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
I don't want people to say, yo, come on, man. Yo, I don't. But when I see you, when I see you, I keep to myself. That's where Hon Solo come in at. Because it means always alone. Because I always felt like I don't need nobody.
Follow SUV podcast.
I'm proud of you, man.
Professional record clothing.
Like I said,
Stay tuned
as
to
your
my
friend.
artists.
Schools and all
Damn
that.
these mics.
We got
Yeah,
some
no
shit
doubt.
dropping,
You know
man.
that.
Yo, you hear me? As your
Professions,
friend.
produced
As
by
your
my man,
comrade.
Max
Like I'm
Collins,
cold
man.
proud of you.
Nubian.
And I'm about to buy some of this shit off you. Because I rock with you the long way, Gully.
You know it, bro.
I rock with you the long way.
Likewise.
When I came through that door and I see you, I was like, get the fuck out, nigga. I was like, let's get money. Let's get money.
You know that, man.
Come on,
That's
man.
what it's about, man. We gonna link up, get to it, man. Word. That's a whole fact. I wanted to talk about the record.
Come on.
The choice and the prices keep on rising, and the dealers keep on selling.
Stop, though, Gully.
Hold on,
Don't tell me you dug. Don't tell me you dug. Don't tell me you dug deep, Gully.
I got other joints, but I wanted you to finish it for me.
What you say, though?
I said the prices keep on rising, and the dealers keep on selling.
Let me see. Investigators always watching. Hold on.
He had just wrote that actually that day.
Yo,
That's the next bar.
Hold on. The feds is always looking. Detectives always clocking. Man, you gotta say it to me again, man.
The prices keep on rising.
Dealers keep on copping. Yeah. And the feds is always looking. And detectives always watching. Yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? I just thought about like how, damn, Gully, why you doing this?
Listen, the reason why is because that's that talk.
It is.
We were talking that shit in that song.
That right now is that the prices is going up on pretty much.
Stop, Gully.
Man.
Stop,
But
Gully.
guess what?
What?
People still gonna go out there and sell it.
Yeah.
People still gonna go out there and copy it.
Let me tell you something.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter.
Gully, the game, right? After we turn into dust, after we dead and gone, the game's still gonna do its thing, man. You hear me? And I'm gonna say it again, like I'm transitioning.
Right.
I'm transitioning. I mean, I'm old enough to not care about my second track on 10th Planet was called No Fear of a Punishment. Okay? And I'm old enough to not care as far as like opposition.
Right.
But I'm old enough to be smart enough. But this was all devised. You know, the game will never stop. The game will never stop. Now it's up to those to figure out what position you play in this shit. If you really is the boss. See, the problem is that they saw the lifestyle. And everybody wanted to be a part of it because they don't have any other outs. Everybody wasn't born a drug dealer. Everybody wasn't born a killer. Everybody wasn't born a teacher, a veterinarian, or whatever. But because we're limited in a race, we just feel like, man, drugs is the only way out. It's a certain pedigree. It takes a certain person, a certain individual to say, this is what I choose to do with my life. You know, we all have like a soul to be sold or a soul to be saved. So we have to decipher on our own individuality what we're going to do. I've held my project down, man, for 47 years and keeping it all the way official all the way since like 1988. And I'm still in my same project. And I love them. So I'm saying I'm transitioning. It might take, I don't have 2 lifetimes, I have 1. So if I can like leave something for my son to take over, like my dad was trying to transition. He was trying to go from the game all the way to security and do this, that, and the third. Then he can continue. He could run my company. And he could talk to the youth like, yo, I was there when my dad bust his gun. I was there when my dad went down there and handled that. I'm serious. I've lived long enough to where I can't get whoopings. So I want my son to be able to finish my legacy, finish my chronicles, finish my situation and say, yo, my dad was trying to prove something that we can go from bad to good.
To change this thing, and that's what it's about, elevation. Showing that growth and whatever you're doing, like without you even having to say
you look
much.
mad elevated.
Man, I'm telling you,
You do not look like the same gully.
I don't feel like him either.
You
know, like I said, it just, I have it deep down inside. It's times to show its peak. You know what I mean?
You better say it. It
like
can come out.
said, we got to keep it under
It's tucked
control.
away.
Yeah.
That
It's
ain't
hard
tucked
too.
away.
It's too, but that, you know, it's hard. I ain't
Gully, I
gonna hold
don't
you.
even know how to have a regular fist fight.
Nah.
I hide from society. So I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like I'm a pretty nigga. I'm a pretty nigga. So I hide from motherfuckers because punching me in the face, I can eat one.
Yeah.
But the second one, you done fucked up my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
You know, as far as like the music too, man, it was the jail cells and prisons, the sentences,
Yeah.
and the misery,
And the victory in it.
Oh, the victory in it.
Yo, it took me my whole life to find the victory in it. The victory was when I put my suit on. I went to Anthony Clark to tie a tie for me, man.
Anthony Clark, I remember that.
Yo, that's Billy D. I went all the way from one side of town. I put this on God, man. I went all the way to a barber shop where he was working because the nigga don't even know how to tie a tie. I wear Arab sweats with the mumps in them. I don't know nothing about fashion. It took me, nigga, this is a sweater that Nubian gave me. My money long as fuck. But I'm not into fashion. I'm into the bag, sitting on whatever, and opening some businesses.
Man, different strokes for different folks.
You better
That's
say
just
it.
what it is.
You better
know what I
say
mean?
it.
Some people that know how to dress, man, down to
You
everything.
clean right now.
I'm telling you.
I want some of that.
Some people know how to go
I want
from
some of that.
down, bottom to top, man, but they don't have a pocket full of nothing, man. You know what I mean? To be the people that's more conservative, this, that. I still might be on my 90s wave and this, that. But man, I got equity, I got bank accounts, I got this and safety deposit box. I got.
I mean, you look
what I mean?
real player right now.
Not me. I'm not saying per se me, but I'm just saying this is how people that do. So just because of the dressing and fashion and cars and jewelry, that everybody don't do that. It's billionaires out here that don't even got a watch on. Feel me? So
Period.
you know, it's
Yeah.
just different ways
Yeah.
of living and how you move and what you like. Your thing. Some people think might be cars. I got 50 cars. I'm not buying 50 cars.
No.
I'm just not. I'm
You
not
only
a car
drive
guy
one at
like
a
that.
time.
Right.
Feel me? So it's just different. Like I said, that's why I said that.
All right, well, Because this is gonna go on after him.
Yeah, I gotta sit with Gully. I'm
we
here.
are,
I'm
and we
here.
almost
We
out
getting
of
some
time.
food, you
Yeah,
said.
we
Yeah,
almost
if
out
y'all
of
want
time.
something to eat, I got
So
y'all.
I'll tell you this, y'all. Again, this is OG Hon Solo. Did you want to spit any bars or anything? I always ask anybody
Come on,
that.
spit
You want
some
to take
shit.
us home with a couple
Yeah, I'm
bars?
gonna take y'all home with a couple.
Okay, let me
Unless you
get
want to
that.
give me a beat or something, Gully.
No, we go raw, right? Just
Okay.
like this.
Yo,
Acapella.
I'm not gonna think.
Just
All
go right off the top of your
Yo,
head.
since the beginning of sinning, jails and staring at ceilings, and pushing white pebbles and rebels having no feelings, I've witnessed dealings with unexplained killings, a whole bunch of buffaloes flaming buildings. It's been 50 years still Jack in jail, Mac pimping, rolling Phillies, sipping MD 2020. One thing for sure, I'm getting my money, dipping money over funny money, tricking these bunnies, drenched in honey, going nuts over Dunny like Dunny. The game's crummy. My hair's peasy. I'm close to the heat like George and Wheezy. I'm sleazy. Chicks be asking me to check they plumbing. 40 some odd years and still dumping. Crumbling oldie, Chevy, Mike, and Goldie. Rolling sticky guacamole. Backwood, cause I'm a black hood, stack goods for droughts. Tanner white. School night, the game. We put the flame to dames, got us telling them things, pointing out foes. Hey, yo, take your time, move slow, get that dough. But yo, we both know we reap what we sow. I'm gonna drink this rap.
And that's all right.
Yeah, I'm
That's
done.
all
I'm
right.
done.
That's all right.
That's
all I'm saying. So right now, all I gotta say, this is going to continue. So we gotta
Yo,
sign
again,
off.
before we stop, yo, Gully, I'm so proud of you. Cause on the low, they might think what they think, but I know what I know. And you the homie. And you the homie, man. And you look so good to me right now, Pimpin'.
Different, man.
So
it's just
different.
man. You know, it just
So different.
That's that
My boys
millionaire
was
swag
telling me,
beat.
when you came in here last time, he was like, hey, yo, old boy, watch it, man. You get mad. You get angry. I said,
He said he just came
Yo, I
home.
said, yo, like days ago and came up in here.
yeah, I'm ready to
Like
lose.
fresh.
Yeah.
He came to me fresh.
Yeah, that's a
And
fact.
when you left, I was scratching my head. I can't delete it.
Yeah.
I got it still.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah, he said he still got that
2021. I
thing,
still
man.
got that thing, man.
Man, that's
So,
man.
you know,
Just need that,
I love you, Gully. You,
man. Love.
It's good to
man,
see
bro.
you.
Know that. Love you, man.
And so we right here, y'all, gonna keep tossing and turning it up. Again, Strong United Voices at gmail.com. Anybody got anything else to say? Did you have any? So you don't have the manager. It's Nubian.
Nubian
Bottom line,
talk for me.
Newbie. You hit
Nubian talk for
Newbie
me.
up. Newbie, give them all your social media information.
Listen, Nubian the Grinder at Gmail, professional grinder online. You know, hit my DM. Serious inquiries only. Don't hit me up if you're playing. You know, training day dropping soon. Hon Solo. Go download my album, The Naked Truth, on all major platforms. So check out my new video, Positive Vibes Only,
Positive Vibes.
featuring J Hood.
J Hood in the
Produced by
building.
Skills TP.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.
What's up? What's up? It's Newbie, and I'm rocking with SUV Podcast, Strong United Voices. Tune in.
I'm trying to make a living.